You are listening to the Taylor Road Baptist Church Pastors Podcast. We are so excited to have you join with us today. Please make sure that you go and subscribe to our channel so you can get a notification every time we post a new podcast. Hey, it is great to join you guys again on this Pastors Podcast. It has been a while since we have been with you. I'm here with Daniel, and Seth is back. Seth hasn't been on the last few podcasts, but we finally got him back, and so... how have you guys been?
I've been good.
Yeah.
How about you? I mean, me and Seth had to get reacquainted.
Yeah, right. That's what it feels like.
I'm the worship pastor here at the church.
You're in need of a shave too. I see you got a little stubble going on the side there.
Got a little lazy over the weekend while I had
go.
to be at church yesterday.
Letting himself go.
Oh man, you guys are crazy. Speaking of crazy. Yesterday, man, it was an exciting signing yesterday. No, I mean, not that Seth was gone. I hated that Seth was gone, but you know.
What were you excited about?
He let him. Speaking of crazy.
Speaking of crazy,
why would you choose what you chose?
Obviously, man, I love that. You know, and you said it at the beginning of your message, I think yesterday, that the joys of expository preaching or doing a good exegesis of a book is you can't shy away from anything. And yesterday you chose to attack the family head on and roles of women and men in the church. And so how did...
Because I didn't want to give that to you the week before.
I
let you handle Alexander and Hymenaeus.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And them being excommunicated from the church. But then, yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming. You know, when you map out a book like that and starting in 1 Timothy when we did. And it's, I mean... You know, the point of that text is not, obviously not being written in the 21st century. Paul he was dealing with contemporary issues and cultural issues then that are still applicable today in many ways. But I didn't want to make the text about things that it's not about. So, again, just kind of dealing with the immediate issue that Paul's addressing, and then just kind of pulling back and saying, okay, what does this look like in the 21st century? Men and women, and what kind of role we play while the culture is telling us to live out something different, And so just trying to make sure and clear that God's good design for his church is what's perfect and best. And it's easy nowadays to kind of budge on that a little bit, to give in to social, cultural pressures of gender roles and stuff like that, because it's easy to get swept away with the current of the times, which is exactly what I think the false teachers were guilty of. And it's not restrictive saying women can't lead and women can't teach. I mean, I think on a micro level within a local church, I think that's something, on a case-to-case instance. For example, I think I don't have any problem with a lady being a home group leader, because there are certain things that Paul says the church should be, designed around, and then there are some gray areas. And so where the Bible speaks with clarity, we speak with clarity. And where the Bible's silent, then I don't think we need to insert our 2 cents being we are right and everybody else is wrong kind of thing. So God's design is that there is male servant leadership at the head, which would be the overseers, the elders, which is what we're talking about this coming Sunday. But there is a specific role that women play of teaching and leading in different areas of the church. And so while we're not going to go with the flow of culture, we are going to stay true to the Bible's promotion of who men and women are, within the body.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was probably the most political answer.
No, and it's good, and I love the way you attacked it. I mean, it was right on point with what Paul was saying, right in context, and
in the middle of the night, I felt like it was attacking me, that I was not attacking it. That I felt like I was being attacked by that passage all week. I got a great nap yesterday. I'll just say that.
I bet you did. Hey, yeah, with the rain and everything.
Yeah, man,
it was a great day to take a nap. Oh, great. So we got the summer is coming. Summer's coming fast, and we've got a lot of great things lined up this summer. You guys, Seth, Daniel, you guys want to talk a little bit about the summer Wednesday nights, or what's going on Wednesday nights?
Well, on Wednesday nights, we'll still be doing choir practice every Wednesday night. I got to keep working hard and preparing for Sundays. But Daniel's also going to be offering 4 small group Bible studies instead of in place of our normal prayer meeting Bible study that the whole church, the adults participate in. So I think it's a great idea, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for all of our people to kind of get into a Bible study that can apply to them and help them grow and challenge them. And so something for men and something a little bit for everybody. And Daniel can share a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
those are.
We don't have anything like topic specific at Taylor Road. We intentionally so. I mean, we do our Sunday morning Sunday school classes that are book specific. They go through different books of the Bible. Home groups are sermon specific. They talk about the sermon of the day. But I think there's also a need for topic specific things that can address marriage, that can address spiritual gifts. That Henry Higby's going to be teaching. Book of Ephesians that I just got an email from a Hannah that Sherry and Cheryl are going to be leading, and then Chris Langley is going to be leading one called the Conquer series, which is about purity and just fighting that battle for the mind and the heart every single day for men. So I think there's a need for some topic specific. And later in the fall, the plan is we'll offer a whole new wave of different things. I know I've been talking with a couple of people about doing a financial stewardship, being good stewards of what God's given you, and kind of like a Dave Ramsey course, and some different other topic specifics. So it's not just for the summer. We'll probably return to some of these topical things in the fall. So, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then Taylor Road Summer Nights, our Sunday night activities. What's going on with those? What's the purpose behind that?
Yeah, the 4 nights this summer are June the 9th and June the 23rd, and then July the 14th, and then the 28th. And obviously, God in His sovereign foresight knew where He was planting Taylor Road back in the 80s. And back when this was cow pastures, I don't think anybody really envisioned that this would become one of the busiest roads in Montgomery, and just how many people pass our campus every single day. And so we've been blessed with a great location. We've been blessed with great neighbors and several subdivisions around us. And so we want to be good neighbors, and we want to be just that family-oriented church, that we're reaching families and have something for everybody. And so just kind of a combination of all that led to this idea of summer nights, because we don't do home groups on Sunday evenings during the summer, and attendance is more sporadic. If you tried to do Sunday night service, you're kind of up and down. So this is mainly how do we let this immediate community around us know that we love them and that we're here for the family. So June the 9th we'll have a concert on the front lawn, and again this is kind of facing Taylor Road on our beautiful grassy lawn out there. But we'll have a concert on the lawn. The U51 band will be here doing just a variety of different Christian music. And then we'll have barbecue plates that night for $5 a plate. Church is not making a profit or anything off of that. It's just to help offset the cost of the barbecue. And then the 23rd is kind of the end of Bible school and also another community event. We're going to have a Christian illusionist named Matt Adams, and that event will take place either in the Student Center or the Worship Center. We're not really sure how big of a crowd to expect for that, but hopefully it'll have to be in the Worship Center.
Yeah.
But Matt Adams, great guy. He shares the gospel very clearly. He's very evangelistic, so he uses the illusion and quote-unquote magic as a medium and a good hook for people. And then July the 14th is going to be family movie night. We'll do that in the Student Center and just show a family-friendly movie, popcorn, snow cones. And then the 28th is a big summer end of summer on the front lawn. Water inflatables. Nancy's Italian Ice, I think, is going to be here. So just a good way to end summer for the family. So
Yeah.
those are four things that we just want to show our neighbors that we love them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know they all sound like a whole lot of fun. So how can we as a Taylor Road family come along and kind of help make these things happen? What can we do?
Yeah, so I would say that the word that we like to use is intentionality. Obviously, be here. Be supportive of what our church is doing. I think this is a two-sided coin, really. We want our church family, those members of our church with kids especially, to enjoy this night. And these are relatively low volunteer events. We're not going to have manned stations or anything like that. But just being intentional about enjoying it with your kids, enjoying it with your family. But if you see a family you don't know, talk to them. Invite them. We're going to hopefully have some invitations to our church, with dates and service times and all that stuff printed up on it. So I would say it's just imagine you're having them over to your home, your own home, and you're just being good, generous hosts. So enjoy the movie, enjoy the Illusionist, enjoy the concert, all of this stuff with your family. But be intentional about, wear your Taylor Road shirt if you got a Taylor Road shirt, and just so that you kind of stick out and somebody has a question they can ask you, or just don't stay in your little huddle. Make sure you're just fellowshipping and talking to people and being intentional about that.
These are great opportunities too to invite maybe coworkers
Oh, absolutely.
that maybe not normally go to church, and but may not want to come on a Sunday morning, but would come to a movie.
Absolutely.
Or to a concert. So great opportunity.
Yeah, be inviting. This is like Seth said, man, this is a great opportunity to at least get somebody to set foot on campus that may not otherwise do so.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Well, you got anything else that we got coming up that we'd like to talk about?
One thing I wanted to mention is just the minister of music is right now in the month of May we're accepting requests for hymns.
Ooh.
If you want to let me know your favorite hymn and why it's special to you, we're going to highlight hymns one every week through the summer that will take time in their service to give background on that hymn, the story behind it, and the writer, but also just a little devotion, maybe some biblical application to the hymn as well. And we'll obviously sing it together as a church, but I'd love for anybody to turn those in the month of May. And the ones that I get a good story with it, obviously go up the list on the priority list to work them in. So let me know why and why it's important to you, and love to work those hymns in this summer.
I personally like the hymn "God of Earth and Outer Space."
Okay.
It's one of my. Hey, have you seen that one in the hymnal?
No.
It's in there.
I think somebody requested that this morning at the nursing home today.
That's great. I can remember being a kid in church. My dad would sometimes lead the music, and we would do
God of Earth and
hymn.
Outer Space.
Yeah, but not that. But we would do like a hymn request. Like you could shout out your favorite hymn number.
Was that your favorite to
And
request?
well, his rule was, if I don't know it and you're being dumb, then you will come up here and lead it. And so I knew not to cross that line with my father, because I had to go home with him. So I'm gonna put a good story associated with that hymn in the box.
That'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, as far as coming up,
Yeah.
we got a new members lunch coming up on May the 26th. So if you or somebody you know in your small group or here at church are looking to take their next step of joining, instead of a 4-week class, we're going to just do lunch after church on the 26th and do our new members kind of orientation through that. And so if they'd like to join, if you'd like to join Taylor Road officially, then ask that you be there. Just contact the church office and we'll get you signed up.
All right, very cool. One thing I just remember this, we were talking about the music stuff. The women's choir yesterday was
Powerful.
I was up running cameras, and we were barely able to get them all on camera.
We always do Father's Day, the men's choir. I cannot figure out why. I've never thought about it, or why I've never seen anybody do the women's choir. So I'm glad.
You better trademark it.
Glad we did that yesterday.
Awesome.
And
Well,
I did say, as I was getting up on stage, I was like, well, we'll see you ladies back up here next week.
I was looking
And
for you ladies that were up there who to recruit. So,
we got names
took
and
names.
places.
I will name drop my wife all day. She needs to be up there.
Yeah. One other thing. Can I
Yeah.
plug this?
Sure.
So this coming Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, a ministry that you heard about yesterday, specifically breakfast, which is Live the Promise, which comes alongside foster families like Seth and Holly, Chris and CJ Brown, another couple in our church. There's going to be an interest meeting at 4 o'clock this coming Sunday afternoon in the fellowship hall. Again, just ways that we as church members can get plugged into taking food, helping with getting kids to appointments or whatever we can do to come alongside these foster families. So again, if you got questions about that, just call the church office and we'll help you get plugged in. But that Live the Promise foster care meeting will be this Sunday at 4 o'clock in the fellowship hall.
All right, perfect. All right.
I want to take a moment to thank all our home group leaders that's done a great job this year.
You're very welcome.
Kind of coming to a close for this year. We'll take the summer off, but and then start back in the fall. So all of you plan on during the summer get signed back up to start back in the fall. But thank you, home group leaders, for all that you do, for the work that you've done.
Absolutely.
This year.
Yeah, I expect my steak dinner soon.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it was fun getting to do this again, and we will do our best to continue this every week.
Consistency.
Consistency, that is the key. Yeah, we're not very consistent people. All right, well, you guys have a great week. We'll see you soon. Again, thank you so much for joining with us today. Please make sure that you go and subscribe to our channel so you can get those notifications. If you'd like to know more about Taylor Road Baptist Church, we're at taylorroad.org. We are located at 1685 Taylor Road, Montgomery, Alabama 36117.